Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking all about Master Duel in this video. We've actually got a lot more information with the deck building and the crafting in this game. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. So first off, interesting with this, you can only have 20 decks in the new Yu-Gi-Oh game, which in my personal opinion, I think that's way too low of a number, especially as a content creator. I have hundreds of decks. I'm not saying we need the ability to have thousands, but just 20 just seems a little bit low in terms of what I think. However, one thing that you can do with this new Yu-Gi-Oh game is be able to search up public decks and get the entire deck list to actually build it for yourself. But like I said, yeah, there's only 20 decks. Maybe there might be some microtransaction to increase the deck size. That would be something that I'm totally fine with, but I still think 20 decks is just way too low, especially since you can just copy all of the decks with their newer feature. Now, there's lots of different accessories that you can actually add to your deck, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But not only do you have your deck box, but you have 3 cards that you can showcase. You have your field, your different little trinkets that you can kind of put on the field, which we've talked about in the past. But for the most part, I'm mostly interested in the gameplay and the interface of the deck building process. So there are several different forms of currency that kind of grade it out. We actually know about this already, but basically the interface, this is what it looks like, and you have different rarities. Now, depending on the rarity, it's going to actually dismantle for more of that said rarity, and I'll get into that in a second, but I just want to show you guys the interface. Normally I just play these sort of videos, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, Konami likes to copyright strike people if you just play their videos. So let's talk about the card crafting and the deck construction process here. So first off, you can see this card over here, Senjinjin. Basically how it works is you will dismantle the card and you can craft it for, let's say in this case, we need to have 30 over here in the bottom left. It says cannot dismantle because we're actually dismantling it right now, or we're generating it, so we don't have it. But in this picture over here, you can see if you dismantle it, you get plus 10. So the ratio in terms of crafting is 3-to-1. So if you get extra copies of a card and you don't need it, or you just don't want the card, you can perhaps just dismantle it. I don't know what the restrictions are on this, if there's certain cards that say that you cannot dismantle, or if there's certain cards that you cannot generate. They didn't go in depth on that. Basically, what it looks like though is it's just 3-to-1 ratio, and the rarity does matter. That's why I have this screenshot over here. So basically, if I wanted to craft a super rare, I'd have to dismantle 3 super rares. That's kind of standard with different card games, but I think this is a good crafting system. That way you can just get the card really easy. Alternatively though, what it's interesting here, I don't know why they blurred this out. I don't know if this is the set name or the price of the pack, but they just decided to blur this out. But how it works, and I'm not sure if they come in multiple packs. There's kind of 3 icons here, or if that's the special packs. Sometimes in these Yu-Gi-Oh games, they don't have the standard sets. They have weird sets, and I hope that's not the case, because it actually disconnects the player from actually being able to physically go buy the cards and know that that card comes in that set, and that would incentivize them to get the actual cards too. But basically what it comes down to is they will show you how to obtain the card, and they'll tell you what pack to get in. I think this is a great thing because it's just really good for casual play as well. But going into the customization, because I think this is kind of important for some people, especially if you're going to be playing this game long term, you want to be able to get certain skins. You have different things that you can customize. So we see over here, we have the card case, we have the protector, we have the dual field parts, mat space, and the 3 main cards. So obviously, the field is kind of like your playmat, if you will, although it works for both players. I'm not sure if the other player also has a playmat, if it just goes and randomizes whose playmat gets shown on the game, or if it just randomizes it so it's just whatever you have, you'll be able to have no matter what, and whatever they see, it will be different. I'm curious to know if they do that. And then there's the 3 main cards. There's also some more information over here talking about different card rarities of the same card. So when you generate a card, going back into this screenshot over here, it says UCP, which is the craft points to generate a card, generates a basic process card. There is a fixed probability that a different process card will be generated. Now, from my understanding, this would be a higher rarity, basically you can maybe get Starfoil or higher rarity variants of the same card. However, some people were speculating that this could be that you would craft the card, but there's a probability that you wouldn't even get the card. I don't know if that's the case. If you guys want to comment down below on that, definitely let me know. But I'm not sure the exact wording, what this means. And again, people are kind of speculating about this. But on top of that, yeah, you can generate the cards, and on top of that, you can actually build your deck. There's a lot of things grayed out, but you can search up by a tag name, so you can build any deck that you want using just the search features. And I think this is really good for casuals. If they want to go ahead and search up like a Blue Eyes deck, they can just type in Blue Eyes, and it'll show a bunch of deck lists. My question is, with allowing the like anyone to create a deck, I think this might be something that people will abuse. If you guys know, they usually end up making it so we can't even comment on the Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and there are lots of Yu-Gi-Oh trolls, and I'm just kind of worried that people will be doing crazy stuff with like create a deck with some, you know what, we'll talk about this later, but I think that it could be funny for content. But the thing is that anyone could post like and tag YCS in their deck, and it could be really bad. Is there going to be some limit on like what it allows players to do? I don't know. This is via organization over here, but yeah, I already showed you guys pretty much everything. This field part is supposed to be, I guess, like graveyard and banish card menus, this little like thing over here. They're showing different parts of the cosmetic that I think could be like the field parts. It's just probably another way that they can have microtransactions. And obviously, yes, you can have your customized sleeves in here. I guess, well, not like fully customized, but like you can customize your sleeve. But I'm guessing you'll unlock these via either some microtransaction or if you like complete the campaign. Another thing I want to mention is with the crafting points, like I mentioned before, only 20 decks is something I think definitely should be changed. But going into the customization over here, they mentioned how you can get these points to craft the cards, because this is something really important, because, you know, obviously if the only way to craft cards is to dismantle, then that would incentivize people to only purchase cards. However, you can unlock things by just playing the game in the campaign. At least that's what they mentioned in the video. Like I said, I wish I could just play the video and just show you guys, but that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the video. I'm curious to know what you guys think of it so far. Do you guys like the crafting system? If you can craft every single card by dismantling 3 cards, this is amazing. And I think this is going to be a really great way for us to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's an official Yu-Gi-Oh! Game without having to buy packs, because that would be so much better. I'm really curious to see, since you can gift other players things, are we going to be able to gift players those card points, or are we going to be able to actually gift players cards and trade? If they can make an online trading system with this, that'd be absolutely amazing, and I think a lot of players would like to see that, but I don't know if we're going to get that. We haven't had any info on that, just as a heads up, because I did have some people ask me about that in a previous video. I don't know about that, but you can see over here, like I was mentioning, the finish of the card. So there's generation results. So my thinking with this process, again, is when you craft the card, there is a chance that you can get a special variant of a card, you know, maybe just a really low rate of getting that card in a higher rarity, and then you can dismantle that one. I don't know what the conversion rate is, but in some games it's like a 1-to-1. So like if I had like a, let's say, a ultra rare version of a card that normally comes rare, I could dismantle it and I could craft, I would get 1 ultra rare part, if that makes any sense. That's my guess, and that's kind of how it works, especially if you guys look over here. They mentioned in the crafting system, as previously reported, you can generate cards by using the certain material, and you can get these through dueling missions, like I said, like the campaign tutorials and stuff. In this example, we can see that dismantling a rare card gives you plus 10 materials, and it requires 30 of that same material. And again, they kind of blurred it out over here on the top left, but each one of these I think is like, I think this is common, rare, and then maybe we have super rare and then ultra rare, and I don't know if the prismatic, I think, is just going to be like random. I don't know if we can craft those. It's just going to be maybe RNG. But anyways, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the vid. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you guys excited about this? Do you guys feel like it's going to be too long of a grind? My thoughts with this is it's great for all Yu-Gi-Oh content creators, because it makes it a lot easier to like build the decks and stuff. But at the same time, with Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, and like Yu-Gi-Oh Omega, we have access to instantly just getting those cards as soon as they get announced. Like on the OCG, we like have them in the game within like 1 day. They probably won't have it that fast in this, but other than that, like, it looks like it's a pretty fair system, at least as of right now. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new here and do want to be up to date on the latest mechanics and other things in the new Master Duel, as we're going to be extensively covering it, hit subscribe, turn the bell, and definitely see more news on it very soon. But take care. I'll catch you guys in the next vid. I'm out. Peace.